Looking back at my life, the first major change did not occur until I was in college. When I was a senior, there was something called the Free Speech Movement, which was the biggest protest movement in American college history by far. Even to this day, it remains the most famous. Stuff is going on at Berkeley right now, nothing compared to this. One night, something like 600 to 800 students were arrested. This was the first time in my life that I protested anything. When I was at Berkeley and I held that picket sign for the first time, I felt it inside. It changed me overnight. It got me very excited about changing the world in such a short period of time. And that has stayed with me until today. And so after Berkeley, I went to graduate school. And as soon as I became a teacher, I became a real strong advocate of students. I would defend students at the cost of getting in trouble with other teachers and administrators. I really believe very strongly in the rights of teachers, in the rights of students. I know I've changed as a teacher, but I sort of have not changed in my attitude towards students. That's who I feel as if I am, an advocate of kids. The last thing that I would teach each year was sex ed. This, by the way, was a big deal. Abortion had not even been legalized. But one day I brought in a speaker that was supposedly pro-abortion, and there's about 6 of them, pretty much divided evenly between males and females. They introduced themselves, and they are all gay. The class was just shocked. I was shocked because I didn't know that they were a gay group. They gave their presentation, and I thought it was quite good. The kids sure liked it. At lunchtime, the principal, he comes to my room and he says, "You have to send that group home. They can't present anymore." I said, "No." And they've said things that have bothered some students. I said, "I'm not going to send them home. I invited them here. I'll make you a deal. You sit in, and if you don't like it, I'll tell them to go home before the last class. But you have to see this for yourself." So he sat there, and they made their presentation. And he comes up after the presentation and he said, "That was one of the best presentations I've ever heard." And the school board just happened to have a meeting that night. They called our principal in at 10 o'clock, and apparently all hell broke loose. The principal got himself in trouble. The principal called me in and said, "You can never invite that group again. You're going to have to sign this paper saying that you will not invite them to your class again." So I said, okay. I was absolutely never regretted signing that paper. Everything worked out nicely that day. You have beliefs, I have beliefs, we all have beliefs. And what we have to determine is at what times are we going to stand up for those beliefs? At what time are we really going to fight? And at what time are we really don't have to fight? We don't have to fight for the sake of fighting to always prove that we're right. We have to be strong enough inside to realize that, hey, you can lose once in a while. Pick your battles, pick them carefully, and then go for it.